Namaste. My name is Nelly. I welcome you to this yoga class where we will be focusing on the hamstrings, the muscles of the legs. But generally in yin yoga, we target the tendons, the joints, ligaments, connective tissue. And we hold the postures longer for 3 to 5 minutes. And this way we can create length in the hamstring muscle in this case. So if you have a tight hamstring, you might experience pain in other areas of the body, maybe the hips or the knees. And it can cause difficulty in low impact exercises like walking. So it's very important that we target this area if we have an issue like this. And in any case, it's very relieving and refreshing. So you might need a couple of props. If you have 2 blocks or 2 books, you can use that. You might need a strap. If you don't have a strap, you can use anything that's a longer fabric. Thicker, if it's possible, a thicker blanket, and a bolster like this, or pillows if you don't have a bolster. So we will start in a comfortable cross-legged seat. You can sit on your blanket or pillow to elevate your hips. Relaxing the knees, let the knees drop, closing the eyes. And on the next inhale, lengthening the spine, creating space between the spine. Take a deep inhale through the nose and a long exhale through the mouth. Just invite in the qualities of the yin practice, which is allowing, letting go. Take another deep breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And keep breathing through the nostrils, keeping your focus on the flow of the air as it enters and exits. And then bring the hands to prayer, to your heart center. And let's chant the mantra Om 3 times after a deep inhale. Om. slowly opening your eyes. Rolling the blanket so you can step on it. Place it in front of you. You can push it down a little bit. And then come and stand. So you want to have your feet at least hip width apart from each other. So the heels first, now that you step on it, they can stay on the ground. So you want to have the first part of your soles to touch. And then elevating the heels, bend the knees, and slowly rolling yourself down, letting your body hang, your head hang, and the arms. Maybe the fingertips are touching the floor, or maybe you can place your hands down. And if this is not available, you can have your arms hang or place them on a block, coming into dangling pose. So with your attention, scan the whole body. Scan the body and check if there is any tension. And if it's only tension, that we can work with it using the breath to release. In case that you sense sharp pain or tingling sensations, try to either ease in the pose or come out of it. So we try not to go into the full stretch here. That's why it's important that you bend the knees. Maybe you need to bend them even deeper to stay a little bit away from the full stretch. So find that spot, and that's where you can start working with the yin practice, guiding the breath into the back of the thighs, into the hamstrings, and also you might feel the stretch or the tension in the calves. So guiding the breath into those areas. And always try to keep your focus on the breath. Acknowledging any sensations or thoughts, feelings that might come up. And letting them go with the exhales. If you sense that your body opened up a little bit, you might want to try to straighten your knees just slightly, but always keep some space. Try not to go into the 100% of your range of motion. We will take 3 more breaths here. When you're ready, slowly lift yourself up slightly, step down. You can sink your hips, placing the blanket away, placing the knees down, and coming into Balasana. Place your forehead down on the mat, arms by your side, and relax. Just noticing the sensations in your legs. And slowly bring your hands under the shoulders, push yourself up, taking the lower legs to the side and sit back. You can straighten the legs, lean back, and just moving the legs in and out to release. And from here, you can also sit on your blanket or your bolster to elevate the hips. And from here, we will bend the right knee. So you don't have to push it too close. You can have a relaxed position in both of the legs. And if you like, you can place a block under your right leg for support. So here also, like if the 100% is here, then you want to elevate a little bit to stay around the 80% of the stretch. So maybe this is it for you. You can stay here, or you can come and walk your hands forward. Have your left knee bent. Have it very soft, so you don't want to engage any muscles here. Just scan the body and see if there is any extra muscle work that's not necessary. And relax with an exhale. If you are more open, you might be able to come down onto your forearms. And you can let your head hang. Wherever you are, guide the breath into the area of the tension and work with your breath. So just know that wherever you bring your attention and the conscious breath, that's where you also supply prana, life energy. With the inhales, you recharge, and with the exhales, you can let go. Let go of the tension, let go of anything that might be stuck there in that area. It can be an energetic block. And if anything comes up throughout the practice, just take note and breathe it out. If you feel that your body opened up Maybe you can take the block or your prop away. Maybe come lower with the upper body. Or even slightly straighten the left knee without engaging the muscles of the thighs. We are taking 3 more breaths in this pose. And then slowly push yourself up. Straightening the right leg and bending the left knee to half butterfly. So you want to have it soft. Use the help that you chose. The two sides might be very different. Like for me here, this side, this knee is much higher up, so I will use the block on a different level. Yeah, so you could stay here or you can try and come forward. If you think that you can go deeper, you can walk your hands even further and fold. So make sure that the right knee is soft. You can always close your eyes. This way you can go deeper, deeper into yourself, deeper into the pose. Always respecting your body's boundaries. And listening to your body's signals. If something is too much, you can always modify or you can always come out. If your body opened up a little bit, maybe you can come down on your forearms, have your arms also relaxed, let the head hang. And take 3 more breaths here. When you're done, slowly come out. Bend both knees. Bring the soles to touch each other into butterfly pose. Here you can use props on both sides of your legs, holding onto the shin bones or onto the ankles. Spine is long, relaxed. Shoulders and arms are relaxed. So now we will be guiding guiding the breath more into the inner hips. If you feel that you can bring your feet closer to you without coming into the full stretch, you can do that. And if you can and feels good to fold forward, come forward with an exhale. Always also try to notice your mind. Try to catch the mind if it starts to wander. And making aware your breath, you can bring the mind back to the present moment. This is where you want to work in. If you think that your body opened up, you can place the prop a bit further away, or you can take it away, and maybe even place the forearms down, or you can hold on to the feet, interlacing the hands. Whatever is more comfortable for you. We will take 3 more breaths in this pose. And then slowly, very gently push yourself up. Taking the hands to the outside of the legs and closing the knees. You can open the legs as wide as the mat. Take the props away. Leaning back and just bringing the knees to the right. Back to center, to the left. And do this 2 more times on both sides. And then open your legs as wide as you can without straining the back of the leg. I'll turn around to show you better. So this is not 100% of the stretch. We will keep a 20%, relaxing the feet, relaxing the knees. You can just stay here, having your hands on the thighs or leaning behind. Choose always the variation that is best for your whole body. If you think that you can go deeper, maybe you can place the palms in front of you, leaning forward slightly. Just checking if there is any extra muscle work in the legs, and if you find anything, exhale it out and relax. If you are more open, you can maybe come down on the forearms, or you can use blocks to place them under your forearms. Guiding the breath to our target area. You might feel this in the inner hips, the hamstrings, maybe even the back of the knees. Just breathe into those areas. If your body opened up, you can come a bit more forward. You can do that wherever you are. You can try one step forward. If you were down on the forearms, maybe you can place the forehead down on the mat or just let the head hang. Taking 3 more breaths in this pose. And slowly coming up, always very mindfully, gently. You can place the left hand onto your leg, bringing the right arm overhead. Inhale here and exhale, lean towards the left. So you can have the hand on your leg or you can place your forearm down on the floor. Just make sure both of the sitting bones are planted. Just guiding the breath into the right side ribs. Holding this for a couple of breaths. And inhale, come up, placing the right hand on the leg. Next inhale, reaching the left arm up. Exhale, lean towards the right. Guiding the breath into the left side body. And the next inhale, slowly come up. Place your hands under the thighs, bend the knees and bring the legs to center. You can have the feet touch each other, knees touch each other, hugging your legs and placing the forehead down onto your knees. And just noticing the sensations and the effects of the previous pose. And then opening the eyes, coming up, and we will come into our next pose. Also, you can elevate the hips here if it's needed, or you can just sit on the mat. If you have the blanket that you can roll up, and just do it and place the blanket under the knees, and the legs can be in a wider stance. Or if you use the blocks, you can place them maybe under the knee or above the knee, so you want to avoid the joint. If you use something soft, you can place it under the joint. Yes, on your next exhale, just slowly leaning forward. Wherever you feel that you are in the 80% of your stretch, you can stop. And have the whole body relaxed. So just scan your body. Notice if there is any muscle work that's unnecessary. Relax. Guiding your breath into the back of your legs, to the hamstrings. Breathing in and out through that area. If you feel that your body opened up, you might be able to fold even deeper and maybe take the props away from under. Taking 3 more breaths in this pose. And slowly coming up. Leaning back, bending the knees and bringing them to the sides. Slowly. One more time on both sides. Now we are coming into saddle. So for this pose, bring the legs behind you, and you can kind of sit in between your heels. If this is too much for you, you might feel a strong sensation in the knees. In that case, elevate your hips and sit on something. Maybe this is where you stay and this is where you will be working. Otherwise, you can just come and sit down, and you can place a bolster behind you, or come a bit forward, or the pillows stacked on top of each other. So wherever you are, try to find the spot where you can work with your breath and you're not in the full stretch. Maybe you can lean back, and that's where you stop. You want to relax the lower back, or if you can slowly walk down onto your forearms and maybe lean onto the bolster. So if you feel that this is your full stretch, back off a little bit and try to come back here a little bit later. So now we are bringing the attention to the front side of the thighs, to the quadriceps. And breathing through that area. Keeping your mind in the present, not letting the thoughts take you away. If you want to try and come a bit deeper, you can lower. If you are on the bolster and you are very open, you can take the bolster away and lean down on your back. Keep working with the flow of your breath, the power of your breath. We will take 3 more breaths here. And slowly coming out. If you're fully down, pushing into the elbows and then the palms, slowly coming up. We will take all the props away and lying down onto the belly, opening the legs as wide as the mat, turning the feet outwards. So in front of you, you want to bend the elbows and catch them, catch each other. And relax your forehead down on the forearm. Crocodile pose. Just noticing the rebound of the previous posture. Noticing anything, any sensations
that come up. And slowly looking up, and we will turn onto our back. Slowly rolling down on the mat, straightening the legs. So from here we will place something um, under the pelvis. You can lift the hips up and stuck something under, or just stay on the floor if this is too much. But first you can actually try. You will bring your right knee to chest. You can interlace the hands on top of the shin bone. So if you feel that this is too much for you, you can take the prop away from under yourself. Just practice it without. So you can actually feel the stretch in the front side, your left upper leg or hip. Guide the breath there. Make sure that the left leg is fully relaxed. Just letting your body sink into the ground. Let your sacrum sink deep into your prop. Three more breaths here. And you can release the leg and take your strap or whatever you use instead. If you have a strap, you can use the hook and hook your foot into. Just take your leg, straighten the leg, but not fully. So you can hold on to the strap and gently pull towards your body. So both legs, both knees are soft, and you're working with the 80%. Guiding the breath into the right side, the right leg, the back side of the right leg. Maybe your body opened up a little bit and you can slightly pull the leg closer to you. Taking 3 more breaths here. And then slowly, gently bending the knee. Take the prop off. Straighten the leg. Close your eyes for a moment to see and notice the effects. And then bringing the left knee to chest, interlacing the hands. You're not pulling too much. Just kind of have your palms rest on your shin bone. Let the gravity do the rest. Right leg is fully relaxed. Guiding the breath into the right hip. Maybe your left knee comes a little bit closer to your body without forcing anything. Take 3 more breaths here. And then gently release, placing the strap onto the left foot. You do this with the knee bent. And then from there you can straighten just the right amount and hold onto the strap, pulling the leg closer to your body. Making sure both knees are soft. And this way we are entering the deeper layers of the body. And by holding these postures longer, we allow this healing fluid to enter into these spaces. You can try to pull the leg slightly closer to the body without straining, without forcing. Taking 3 more breaths here. And then release. Bend the knee deeper. Take the strap off and place the leg down. Relax. Close your eyes and notice if you can sense this fluid, this rebound working in your body, in your leg. And then bending both knees, you can take the blanket away. And actually place the blanket or some other prop that you would like to use onto your left side, straightening the left leg, opening the arms to the side and placing the right knee on top. So choose a height that works for you. It might be higher up or lower. And just scan the body. Try to relax the muscles, so make sure that there is no extra work happening. You can try to straighten the right leg, having the knee soft. And you can try to bend the left knee and catch the foot with your right hand. So this is an option. If you cannot reach it, do not force. That's totally fine. If you could reach your foot, make sure that also your right shoulder is relaxed. Here you have the option to turn your head towards the right, wherever you are in this pose. So either in a spinal twist or a cat's tail pose. And just breathe, keeping the mind here. Taking 3 more breaths in this pose. And then slowly release. Bending the right knee and rolling back towards the center. Now placing your blanket or your pillow to your right side. Bending the left knee and placing the leg onto your prop. So making sure that we are not fully in the stretch. You can also check that with your left shoulder. If the left shoulder is off the floor, then just back off a little bit. You can place an extra pillow there. Make sure there is no contraction in your muscles. anywhere. And you can try to straighten the left leg, or you can just keep your leg on the prop. If you straighten the leg, have the knee soft. You can try to bend the right leg, maybe catch the toes or your foot, and relax down your shoulder. As an option, turn your head towards the left, wherever you are. And breathe. Taking 3 more breaths here. And then gently release, rolling back to center, straightening the legs, closing the eyes and checking for the rebound. And you can stay here this way in Shavasana, or you can place something under your knees. If you want to relax your lower back, coming down. And maybe if you like, you can put the blanket on top for a guided practice. Making sure that the legs are wide, let the feet drop to the sides, roll the shoulders under, let the palms turn upwards. Just noticing the effects of this whole yin yoga practice. Shavasana is the pose to integrate all. And bringing the attention to the toes, relaxing the toes. Relaxing the soles of the feet. The heels. Relaxing the ankles. The calves. Relaxing the back of the knees. The back of the thighs, the hamstrings. They are fully relaxed. relaxing the glutes, the hips, the lower back is fully relaxed. Relaxing the muscles running along the spine. Relaxing the shoulder blades. The back of the neck. And the scalp. Just noticing the points where the body and the ground meet each other. The scalp, your head, and the ground. Shoulders, scapulas, and the ground. The hands and the ground. The glutes and the ground. The heels and the ground. Now try to sense these points between the ground and the body at the same time, strongly. And then just release and imagine that your body is as heavy that it sinks deep down into the ground. Feel this heaviness in your body. And then awaken the lightness, the feeling of lightness in your body. You are as light as a feather, and your body floats off the ground. Feel this lightness. And then bring the attention back down onto the floor. The body is lying on the floor. And you can stay in this fully relaxed state as long as you like. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.